That would have some major implications. Hey everybody, Colton here, and this one comes to us from Michael. Michael writes, "Hey Colton, did you see the claims going around about Doctor Doom having been digitally removed from the fourth teaser trailer for Doomsday? Do you think there's any truth to this? Keep doing your thing." All right, well, thank you so much for the question, Michael. And remember, you guys can submit your questions and video suggestions down in the comments below or to the Ask Colton email address. So, yeah, I did see that post going around claiming that there were some digital edits being made to the new Black Panther and Fantastic Four Doomsday trailer. The claim is that here, when Shuri is walking in the desert, to her left, it's being claimed that someone has been digitally removed from the shot. And then here with the Thing, that to his left, our right, that a character has been digitally removed from that shot. And many who are running with this speculate that it's Doctor Doom who's been removed. So let me start with this. Marvel has done this before. In Avengers Endgame's marketing, I remember doing a video on this years ago when the trailers and teaser spots were coming out for Endgame. They digitally removed characters from trailers. I believe it was Pepper that was removed from the shot where Captain Marvel is bringing Tony back down to Earth. It's just a shot of like Rhodey and Steve and I think Bruce, and they're walking up and they're just looking up into the sky. They're in the field at the Avengers facility. And I think they removed Pepper from that shot. And maybe that was, I can't remember if we knew whether or not Pepper survived the snap. So maybe that was to keep us wondering if she survived the snap in Infinity War. I can't remember. It's been so long. Anyway, I say all that to tell you that I would not put it past Marvel to digitally remove a character from a scene for a teaser. Though I have to admit, I'm not seeing anything that indicates that that has happened here. No, nor should I. Even if there has been a character removed, I shouldn't be able to see it because, I mean, Jesus, but by this point, surely they should be able to do it flawlessly. The only little hint that I think that I can see that could maybe suggest a character has been digitally removed is kind of going back to the in-game teaser. There was this huge gap between like Steve and Rhodey that just seemed odd, like from a blocking standpoint. And of course, in that shot, they had removed Pepper, who was kind of in the foreground of the shot, like she was closer up in the shot. So it did create this really big like gap between the characters. And in this Doomsday Wakanda Fantastic Four Black Panther trailer, in that shot of the Thing, the Thing, I sound like Rick Grimes, I'm doing stuff, thanks. In that shot of the Thing, he does have a lot of room to his left, which is generally, fine, but he's also facing more to his right. So with the way that the Thing is positioned, it's like the edge of the screen is right here, and he's just kind of looking at an edge as he's talking to M'Baku. Typically, you'd have the character more in the center or far away from the edge that they are looking at. But they have him like right up at the edge and then like a lot of space to his side. So that is a little weird, I will admit, simply from a blocking standpoint and from like a camera angle standpoint. So let's say that they are hiding someone in the shot, okay? Let's say that's happening. I'm not sure that they are. In fact, I kind of lean toward maybe they're not. But let's say they are. Who could that someone be? Well, yeah, the most obvious answer is Doctor Doom. Why would they want to hide like Sue or Reed or Johnny from the shot? Doctor Doom, though, on the other hand, maybe. If they aren't ready to reveal him to the audience just yet, and they're probably saving that for like the big official trailer coming at the Super Bowl, most likely. That is, unless Marvel decides that they're going to give Spider-Man Brand New Day some breathing room and let them market that movie, which comes out in like 6 months. But anyway, if it is Doom who is standing there next to Ben, that not only would need to be digitally removed, I guess, if they don't want us to see Doctor Doom yet, but that would need to be digitally removed if they don't want to reveal a big portion of the plot or like where things are going, because seeing Doom just standing there side by side, the Thing, that would have some major implications. If Doom was standing there next to Ben, like all, buddy, and there they are greeting M'Baku and greeting the Black Panther, that would kind of imply that Doom has like this friendly relationship with some of our heroes. In fact, We talked about this in a previous video, but the Russos, they came out today and they said that these aren't teasers or trailers. They're telling a story. They're clues, and we need to pay attention. So maybe all the characters we've seen thus far, I don't know, maybe they're on Doom's side in the movie. I don't know. I just pulled that one out of my ass. But it would be cool if these 4 scenes, again, like these 4 specific trailers that we got, and they say not to call them trailers, maybe we'll learn in the main trailer that, like, we'll see the scenes again and we'll learn that Doom was in all of those scenes, like perhaps like lurking in the background. He could be controlling the Sentinels behind Cyclops. That's kind of been a rumor going around. Maybe when we see that pan around shot of Steve holding his baby, maybe the shot continues to pan a little and Doom is standing behind him maybe in the doorway. For Thor, Doom could be waiting like in the tree line as Thor goes to pray for power. And maybe instead of preparing to go fight Doom, maybe he is instead like planning to join Doom. Because remember, Doom is going to be doing what he views as the right thing, trying to save the multiverse. So we could see like some of our heroes on his team and thinking that they're doing the right thing by being on Team Doom. And maybe another thing is they don't trust Loki. But going back to this shot of the Thing, if Doom is in this shot, that would mean that the post-credit scene for Fantastic Four and Doom coming for Franklin, that would mean that I guess they all load up in the rocket because Doom has a mission for the Vor to join him on, and he needs Franklin's help as well to save the multiverse. And when we see them coming into the MCU in the post-credit scene of Thunderbolts, perhaps Doom is on that ship too with the Fantastic Four and with Franklin. Now, I do not necessarily think that's the case, but here's what would be a real mindfuck. What if Doom is the only one on that ship, with Franklin, of course, and like, you know, he stole the ship, and it's Doom who's arriving in Universe 616, not the Fantastic Four. And what if this trailer with Ben Grimm is like the one with the Hulk in Infinity War, where they created one in Infinity War, they created like a fake shot just for the trailer. But what if this scene is really Doom meeting M'Baku, and they just like superimpose the Thing over Doom? That would be wild. But I will say this, John Campea, who we've been talking a lot about here on the channel because he says that, you know, he knows the plot of Doomsday. He says that the trailers, these teasers, and I'm hesitating to call them that because the Russos said they're not teasers, they're not trailers, they're clues or story, whatever. He knows the whole plot of the movie, and he says that all of the scenes, Campea says that all of the scenes that we've seen thus far from the trailers are like actually from the movie. He even confirmed what I'd been thinking, and many people have been thinking, that the scene, the post-credit scene from Thunderbolts, is a scene directly from the movie. So it's probably not the case that the Thing is just being used as a fill-in to cover up the actual character that M'Baku is meeting with, but that would be kind of cool. Anyway, the Russos, they love hiding clues and teasing, and, we like it too. We enjoy it, right? I want to know, do you guys think there was a character digitally removed from this shot? My gut says no, but I'm not going to be surprised in the slightest if come the next trailer or the film itself, if we learn that there was some major misdirects in these teasers. I still want to know what the hell the Russos meant when they say that these aren't teasers and that they're clue-filled stories, or whatever they said. My personal interpretation of the running theme in the teasers, or whatever they're called, it's legacy. I think legacy is the key theme. We're seeing Steve Rogers, who has passed the Captain America, the moniker of Cap, and that legacy down to Sam. We're seeing Thor, who is like, he is the legacy of Odin, and he's praying to Odin, but he's also, love is going to be his legacy. He wants to give her a good life. We're seeing legacy characters, of course, with the X-Men. Magneto is talking about legacy with, it doesn't matter how you die, but who you are when you close your eyes. We're seeing Shuri, who has taken up the mantle of Black Panther. So her brother and her mother, their legacy that they left behind, and she's, taking the torch and carrying it. So that's the theme I'm seeing in the trailers, but I'd love to hear your thoughts and theories down in the comments below. All right, if you ever want to have your question or video idea, topic, whatever, featured on the show, please do comment it down below, or you can send me an email, askcoltonnow@gmail.com. That's our mailbag. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Actually, guys, I figured it out. I know who is in that shot. If you look really closely, I think it is Drax, and he's standing very, very still.